Hey up, Rock God 2004 back with another video for you, and this is going to be something a little bit different. This is absolutely completely nothing to do with horror or anything like that. This is my entire Carry On film collection on DVD, unfortunately, because you can't get them all on Blu-ray. However, I've had these since about, well, 2004 going into 2005 I got them. The company who they've done some with the Beatles, I think, and they've done stuff with stickers and things. They're called Agostini. They were doing one every, I can't remember, every 2 weeks or every month, and they released them all except one of the Christmas or the Christmas specials, and Carry On Columbus, and I collected the entire lot. You did get a magazine with every single one. They must be away somewhere in folds. I'm not digging them out. I do still have them. I do still have the folders, but this is just the DVDs. The missing ones, or ones, I have actually got from elsewhere, so I do have the entire collection. And when you got these, you also got this box to put them in, which is like a suitcase, and it didn't hold them all, so you had the chance to get another one. You had to buy it. It wasn't free, and it wasn't cheap either, because it was only made of cardboard. So I'm going to try and be as quick as I can, just show you what they are. I don't need to go through the stories or anything like that, or explain what the films are. You've probably all seen them a million times before, but you will see every single Carry On film ever made. They're not in order of release. I don't know why, but they mix them all straight up. For me, they should have started with the original, the first one, which was Carry On Sergeant, but that didn't get released till later on. So I'm going to release them in the order that they released them, because all the spines, as you'll see in the illustration, they all, like my thumbnail, sorry, they all line up in order. So they're not in order of release of the films, but they are in order of the release that Agostini released them. But you will see every single Carry On film, all 31 of them. Let's get cracking. So that's how they all line up in the box. And then the others sort of start there until it ends. So here's the first one. When they released the first one with the magazine, it came in this big cardboard thing to try and sort of like catch your attention. And of course, the first one was something ridiculous, like, I don't know, was it $1.99 or $2.99 or something? And then you pay full whack for the upcoming ones. So the one that they released first, and I'm assuming that was to get everybody's attention. So it wasn't the first one ever released, but it was the first one in the collection, and it was Carry On Camping. They all have these covers to match the ones that they released anyway. There's Barbara holding her bits. And they're all these red discs like that. Number 2 was Carry On Up the Khyber. I love these. I would love all these on Blu-ray, but would I buy them all again if they got released? I don't know. It's a bit of a thing to replace, like, isn't it? 31 titles. Number 3. I love this one. Carry On Abroad. Peter Butterworth. Oh my God, he is such an underrated Carry On actor. He's got one of them faces. He just makes me want to laugh looking at him. If you can't think of who he is, that's him there. God rest his soul. He was the most famous one, probably, that everybody's seen, is Carry On Screaming. Peter Butterworth was Harry H. Corbett's policeman partner. It's him. He's so funny. And he apparently was married to the impressionist, the female impressionist, Janet. Can't remember her name, but she was big in the 70s. She always used to do Margaret Thatcher. Carry on abroad. Number 4. Carry On Matron. Love that one. I do love the hospital ones. It's weird when you watch these now to think if what they got up to now, oh my God, there'd be hell on. They were smoking. Nobody wore gloves. Nobody washed their hands all the time. It was ridiculous. Carry On Matron. Number 5 is another good one. To be honest, I don't think there's many bad ones. And it is Carry On Up the Jungle. Umpa, stick it up your jumper. Lyrical genius. I love the fact you see all the UK quad posters on the front of these as well. Number 6. Love this one. Carry On at Your Convenience, where they made the toilets. The guy out of the original Randall and Hopkirk, who's like the union rep, oh, he gets on your wick. But his mum's an absolute knockout. His mum's like sort of friends with Charles Hartley, and she tries to put a posh voice on. And she's Scottish, common as muck though. But when she's cooking, she goes, "I've made your favourite steak in the bay," and it just makes me laugh. Bay. That is Carry On at Your Convenience. Number 7. Definitely in my top 5, I think. Carry On Dick. Carry On Dick is about, obviously, Dick Turpin, you filthy beasts. So funny. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'll tell you what, they don't look so bad, do they, for sort of 18, 19-year-old? They're actually immaculate. I don't think they're marked my stuff, so. So that is Carry On Dick. Number 8 is Carry On Doctor. I love these ones. That poster looks really old, but it's pretty much the same as Matron. Number 9. This is another. Oh, God, I love this one as well. Carry On Girls. They don't make them like this anymore, sadly. Number 10. I used to love this one. And then when I watched it again, I was like, it's all right, but it's nowhere near as good as what I thought. This is getting towards the bottom of the pile, really. It's not too bad, but it's not brilliant. This was a 70s one with, I love Windsor Davies, and he's in it anyway. This is Carry On England, which is supposed to be set in World War II. It doesn't even feel like it's set in World War II. You can just tell they're stuck in a studio and it's like basically filmed in the 70s. It's just what it feels like. It's got some good bits. It's not bad. It does get a lot of like hate. It's not that bad. There's far worse than that. Number 11. I love this film. Now, when this is the only one actually that doesn't officially have Carry On in the title, but when it gets put on the telly or released, it always gets listed as Carry On. So it's like Carry On, Da Da Da, but the real title is just Da Da Da, which is Don't Lose Your Head. This is so funny. This is the one where they take the mickey out the Scarlet Pimpernel, and it's the black fingernail. My lord, this is absolutely side tickling. I love this film. Do you know, going through these has made me really want to watch them all. It really is. Absolutely love them. Number 12. I love this one as well. Carry On Henry. If you heard that, I do apologise. There's something's got loose. Number 13. This is one of the worst. Yeah, this is not brilliant, to be honest. And this is, I think this is the only one that's actually 15, the rest are PG. This is Carry On Emmanuel. I hadn't seen this until I started getting these. Yeah. I don't think even Kenneth Williams could save this one, to be honest. However, it is not the worst. I will tell you that one when I get to it. When I watch them all, I don't miss them out. I still watch them. The only one that I have tried to watch the last twice I've watched these right through, I either haven't watched it or I've had to stop because I can't get through it, and I'll tell you what it is when I get to it. Number 14, one of the best ones ever. Carry On Screaming. This is where they did their little Mickey take on the horror film. Odd Bod. Oh my God. This actually used to scare me when I was little. Again, it shouldn't really be a PG. It should be 12. Especially when you're frightened of horror. Not so much now, but obviously when I was little. But what a brilliant one this is. Apparently this was supposed to have Sid James as the main character, and he couldn't do it. I think he was busy with Bless This House, hence why they got Harry H. Corbett. I think this would have been even better with Sid James, because I love Sid James. However, Harry H. Corbett does do a cracking job, and the late Fenella Fielding, it was absolutely every man's wet dream at the time, I think, when that came out. Number 15. This one's got a very young Amanda Barry, and I remember when I was a kid, I fancied the pants off her. Yet I didn't when she was in Coronation Street. Carry On Cleo. Another good one. Like I said, though, there's not many bad, but I do like this one. Some of them have got the Warner Brothers label on at the bottom there. And Studio Canal. Wow, Studio Canal. I didn't spot that one before. They have been on the go a while. So yeah, Carry On Cleo. I've heard a lot of people say that's their favourite. I wouldn't go that far, but it is a good one. What number was that? Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, number 16. I adore this one. Carry On Cowboy. If you watch the young ones, the second series where they started doing those subliminal flash scenes, there's one of them shows you a cowboy film at the end in bright red, says the end. It's this. Carry On Cowboy. And then they got wronged for it, didn't they? The only thing I don't like about this one, though, it's like, gee, their American accents are absolutely god-awful. Especially Sid James's, but my God, it is a good film. Number 17. Now, I remember recording this one off the telly and found it very boring. But when I watched this, I loved it. I really did enjoy it. This is an older one, but it is in colour. And it's got Bernard Cribbins in it, God bless him. Carry On Jack. That one, I don't think, has been on the telly as much as some of them. It's one of the ones that's not really shown as much. But for one of the early ones, it's actually really good. I like Jim Dale in this one. I don't think he's in it long. He's only in it at the beginning, if I remember rightly. So that's Carry On Jack. Number 18. This is the very first ever Carry On film. For me, this should have been released first. And this is black and white, and it's Carry On Sergeant. Bob Monkhouse is in this one, and he wasn't in anymore, just the one. William Hartnell, who was in that Dr. Pooh Gubbins. But yeah, this is actually a really good one for saying it's so old as well. I do enjoy this, I do. I think Kenneth Williams was about 12-year-old when he made this. I am exaggerating. Number 19. I Tell a Lie. There's another one that technically doesn't have Carry On in the title as well. So there's two. Sorry, my mistake. And again, they always put Carry On the beginning of the title. And it's Follow That Camel with Phil Silvers. Bernard Bresslaw, I love him in this. But am I really allowed to say that? You'll know why if you've seen it. I'm not going to get into it, but Follow That Camel. Number 20. This one is either my favourite one of all time, or if not, it's definitely in my top 3 or 4. And I don't know whether this one's actually not very well liked, but I absolutely love this one. Has me belly laughing. And it's got Windsor Davies in again. Elkie Summer, who is out of I Miss You, Hugs and Kisses, the video nasty. Kenneth Williams is in it. Bernard Bresslaw, Jack Douglas, who gets on my wick. Joan Sims, Windsor Davies, Kenneth Connor, Peter Butterworth. And it's Carry On Behind. It's very similar to Carry On Camping, but instead of tents, they're in caravans. There is some with tents, but the big tents. It's where Kenneth Williams and Elkie Summer play the archaeologists. This is such a blast. Absolutely love this film. There they are. Windsor Davies, bless him. Oh man, I gotta love him. So yeah, that's either my favourite or definitely one of my favourites. That's Carry On Behind, which came out in 1975. I actually thought it was 76 or 7. So that is the first box done. Just give you a quick look at that box. Like, there's still a gap there, and there is something I want in it, which I'll tell you at the end. But that's where they stopped, the red ones, and these are the ones that I buy extra. So number 21. I really like this one as well. This is quite an old one. Yeah, 1962, but it's colour. But this one's really funny. Carry On Cruising. I do like this one a whole lot. Number 22. I like this one as well. This is a black and white one as well from 1960. Carry On Constable. This tickles me. I really do like this one. This one's only a U, because when they were black and white, they weren't as smutty, but they were still funny. How young Joan Sims and Sid James are there. Joan Sims, Hattie Jakes even, Charles Autry and Kenneth Williams. But these are all definitely worth getting the full lot. So that was 22. Number 23. This is a black and white one, which I did enjoy, but this isn't one of my favourites, but it's not bad at all. Far from it. Carry On Spying. This was this the first one with Barbara Windsor? I could be wrong, but something's telling me it was. I don't remember Barbara Windsor being in any of the other black and white ones. Barbara Windsor's character's called Daphne Honeybutt. Oh dear. Mary Crimmins is Harold Crump. Oh my God. Daphne Honeybutt. Oh, wow. Carry On Spying. Number 24. This is so funny. This is fantastic. Carry On Loving. Oh my God, there's a scene at the end with a violin. That's all I'm saying. Oh God, it's funny. Last time we watched this, we couldn't get our breath at that. We kept winding it back and watching the bit. It starts off where they're all like throwing custard pies and cakes. And there's, I'm thinking a bit with the violin now. You've got to watch this. Oh God, it's funny. Oh God, I want to watch them all now. Carry On Loving. I highly recommend that one. Oh, I've put it in upside down. Hey. Number 25. I really enjoy this one. This is another old black and white one, which is very, very clean. It's Certificate You, but God, I do really enjoy this one. It's Carry On Teacher. I hadn't even heard of this till I got these in 2004, 5. Never heard of it. I'd never seen it. And I had a blast. Absolute blast with this. Is this the one with Richard O'Sullivan as a kid? Kenneth Connor, Charles Autry, Leslie Phillips, Joan Sims. It doesn't say. I'm sure he is. I could be wrong, but I'm sure he is. Let's carry on. Teacher. 26 is another black and white one, which I didn't realise until I got it, because I thought these were all colour, but no, black and white. Carry On Nurse. But this is another cracker. Really do like this one. It's like I've said numerous times, even the old black and white ones are still really funny and entertaining. Just because they're in black. I know a lot of people for some reason don't like black and white films. And there was a black and white film that was in my top 20 the other day. So don't let it put you off, because some of these are crackers, and this one is a very good one. Carry On Nurse. Number 27. This is one of the best black and white ones. I love this one. Carry On Cabby. That's Amanda thingy again. Out of Coronation Street. I can't remember her last name now. Nah, she's not even on the back as the cast. She must have just been totally unknown. But this is such a brilliant film. Gotta watch this one. Carry On Cabby. Number 28. Love this one. Carry On Again, Doctor. The hospital ones are an absolute scream. Jim Dale, some of the stuff he gets up to. And I'm sure he does his own stunts, you know. He's also in the original Pete's Dragon. He's the quack doctor who keeps pulling up. I've got that image on a cup, I'm sure. You got a mug. That was it. You also got a mug with them. Which I do still have somewhere, unused. I did get 2, but I think I used one. I don't think it's much cop now, but I do have an unused one somewhere. So let's Carry On Again, Doctor. Number 29. I remember this one now. I've just read what it's about with the handy helpers. Carry on regardless. This is a good one. This is a really good one. It's black and white, but don't let that put you off. It's an absolute corker, this. And they've all got the same, like I said, they've all got the same discs right through the match. And the last film that these released, De Agostini, was That's Carry On, which is a compilation one. It did get a cinema release, and it is classed as one of the films. It's basically just Barbara Windsor and Kenneth Williams in a projection room showing clips from the Carry On films. So it's obviously not that brilliant, but, you know, get a few giggles. But the way them two talk to each other makes it a bit corny. But it's all right. So that's number 30. Right. After that, the rest of the De Agostini releases, there was only 4 left. And it was the Telly series, because there was actually a Carry On Telly series. So this one is Carry On Laughing 1. I can't remember how many episodes was on each, but these aren't the greatest, to be honest. They're nowhere near as good as the films. Carry On Laughing 2. I'm not sure whether this is the complete series or not. Oh, there we go. There's 3 on that one. 3 on that one. 3 on that one. And 4 on that one. So that's 13 episodes. I'm hoping that's all it was, so that I've got the complete lot. If not, I don't think you can get these anywhere else. I could be wrong. I've never seen them anywhere else, though, apart from in this set. But like I said, they're not brilliant, to be honest. I loved it when I was a kid, and then it didn't get repeated or anything, and I could have sworn that I was the only one who'd heard of it, and I thought, have I dreamt this? I know, I'm sure there was a Carry On series. Then when these come out, I was like, yes. I knew I wasn't going mad. And the very last De Agostini release, which you paid for, was Carry On Laughing Volume 4. That's the one with the 4 episodes on. But for me, the films have aged very well, but this hasn't. 1975. You did get one more disc with your subscription, and it was this. It's An Audience with Kenneth Williams. I don't remember watching this all the way through, to be honest. I will give it a go. It's just, I think I've been in the wrong frame of mind when I've watched it, to be honest, hence why I haven't seen it. It goes on for 77 minutes. So I thought we went for an hour, so it's actually longer than that. And it's one of them awful, awful silver discs. I hate them so much. But I do remember a few clips having a little titter when he does his impressions and stuff. But yeah, Audience with Kenneth Williams, you got that. And then I think this originally came with the slipcover, but I didn't get it because I think I got it a bit later on. This is a double disc set, and I think this is in like sort of cahoots with the TV series. This is the 4 original Christmas TV specials, Carry On Christmas. I've not watched them all. I did watch one of them, and I can't remember it. I don't know why, but they just carried on like churning stuff out. There you go. I do have something else, and I don't know what I've done with it, because the last time I took it out of here, it never went back in the box. But I do have it. And I've just remembered about it. and it's in a DVD case, and it's the DVD carry-on quiz game. Fantastic to have. You just play with your remote. I don't know where the hell it is, but I do have it. Promise you, I do have it. Got a yellow cover. And is it Richard O'Brien out of the Crystal Maze and the Rocky Horror Picture Show? He's the host. So, the very last thing that I've got, I had to get this on Australian import because this didn't come out in the set. It's only ever had a release in the UK on original rental VHS. And this is one of the worst pieces of utter shite that I've ever had the misfortune of viewing. It shouldn't have been made. Even Rick Mail couldn't save it. Neither could Julian Clary. This is the very final Carry On film. Thank God. Carry On Columbus. This film is appalling. It's cringe-worthy. It's painful. It's just not funny. The jokes are terrible. And the transfer on this, it looks like it's just been transferred to DVD from VHS. Not that it matters, because it ain't all that. And Warner Brothers released this. The DVD came out in 2006. I think the film came out in the 80s. And I was so excited to see it because it was the first Carry On film for years. And the cast in this is unreal. Jim Dale, Rick Mill, what do they call her? Sarah something. She used to be on the Philadelphia adverts. Lovely. The blonde one. She's in it. I don't believe it, Meldrew. He's in it. That's Maureen Lipman, I think. There's Vic. I think that's Alexi Sale as well. Jim Dale's there. Is that Bernard Cribbins? Oh, God. What a pile of bilge. It really is. And the disc and all that. Either. Look at that. You see, they put a load of effort into it. Yeah. Australian release. Only one that I know that exists. I don't think anywhere else has had the gall to release it, really. They've all seen sense. So, yeah. There is a couple of spaces left in that box. And the only other thing, I mean, once that game gets put back in when I find it, there's another thing I want, but it's very hard to get hold of. There was a TV special, and it was like the life story of them and how they got on behind. It was like a drama. It wasn't a comedy. It went into sort of the affair that Barbara Windsor and Sid James had and stuff, and it's called Call Blimey. It did get a DVD release, but only in America, and it was quite limited. I would love to get my hands on it. It was a really, really excellent program, but I would love to get hold of that disc just to put it in there, because that, for me, then that would make the collection complete. It's such a shame it didn't get a wider release. And to be honest, I wouldn't want it on Blu-ray either. I'd probably want it on DVD just to go with the rest of them, so it would fit, match sides, in size. Sorry, sides. But yeah, so I want that, and once I get that, that's the complete collection as far as I know, really. So that's it. All 31 films and the TV specials and the Christmas specials, and an audience with Kenneth Williams, and although I don't have it to show, the Carry On DVD game. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed this. Something a little different for me. I know it's the same content where I'm either talking about or showing films and stuff, but I've never done like an outright comedy one like that before. It's always like had some sort of horror or thriller or whatever involved. But I've had an absolute ball doing this. It's just made me want to watch them all over again. Like I said, thank you so much for watching, all two of you. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have subscribed, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I looked last night, and I'm only a few away from 400, and it's absolutely blew my mind. I don't know what else to say, but thank you so much. So yes, I will see you very soon on the next one. I hope you enjoyed the Carry On collection as much as I have making it. And you all take care of yourselves, and I will see you all very soon. Oooh Matron.